Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. This one's going to get your blood boiling for two reasons. And that is that your information's being given away and sold to the highest bidder. And we need to stop this. And plus, people are awful too. Remember that. I'm going to tell you that too. So it's kind of a subcategory for today. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And let's get right into it. When you get your taxes done, do you use a service? Or do you do it all on your own? I have an accountant. The accountant does my taxes. Okay? He's done it for, 10 or 12 years now. I think that's how long I've used this guy. Like him. Think he's great. But if you've used RBlock, TaxAct, or Tax Slayer, or even TurboTax, your information has basically been given to Facebook. Think about this. You may not even have a Facebook account, but Facebook is getting all your personal information, your name, your address, phone number, social security, everything, all the information, income levels, if you have a healthcare savings account, if you have anything to do with student loans, all that information is sent to Facebook. And you can sit there and say, how is that? Well, this is the deal that these companies worked out to sell your personal information. Now, here's the thing. When you sign on the dotted line, for these services, you can opt out of this stuff, but most people don't know about this. This is going to be a huge scandal between now and tax day, because people are going to say, hey, I just thought these guys were doing my taxes. I had no idea that I was giving up the farm. And again, if there is a hack by Meta, and if information is stolen, your information is gone, guys. These companies like H&R Block, think about it, 156 million tax returns get done every year, and these guys are selling it to the highest bidder. That is appalling, guys, when you think about that. It's almost unbelievable when you hear this information. So, TurboTax, they buy stuff from Meta too and provide it and kind of do a cross-referencing. Read the story below because it is unbelievable that this information is going to get out there. Now, how do I know about stuff like this? Let me explain something to you. A few years back, I was driving on the toll roads while I was still married, so it was a long time ago. And I will tell you the story later on how the account got canceled for my toll roads account, and they sent me a bill. The bill was not right, but my ex-wife had canceled the credit card to stick it to me so they would find me. And I was like, wait a second. I have an account with you guys. You can't find me. Long story short, there becomes a class action lawsuit. I became the head of the class. I was the person that led the class action lawsuit. Okay, I'll tell you guys that story if you guys want to hear it sometime. But the point is that part of the problem with the toll roads was that they took our personal information, name, address, driving habits. If you don't think that that's worth something, that is worth a bloody fortune. How much money you make, and you live in Wichita, Kansas, and how you file your taxes, and if you have student loan debt, all this stuff is worth money, especially to Facebook, because they can do their ads and schedule their ads based on your information, which is sickening. It is absolutely appalling that they did this. The toll road settled this thing for like $32 million, guys. Okay? Ow. Part of it was the personal information. Selling people things. Hey, why am I getting these ads for car insurance? Why am I getting truck insurance? Oh, gee, because I drive a truck. Okay, stuff like that, guys, that they're not supposed to do. That's what Facebook is doing. That's what Marky Mark is doing right now to you. So this is appalling. Now, you guys, people can think about online advertising and go, hey, this is crazy. It doesn't work this way. Yes, it does. You can talk about something. Try this sometime. Do one search on one device that's connected to anything else in your home. Search for work boots, okay? And watch how many work boots ads pop up on Facebook and everything else. It's crazy, okay? So your shopping habits are of value to you. Now, be appalled. When you get your taxes done, or you do anything right now, tell them you don't want your information sold. I don't want you to profit on me. do my taxes, and that's it. Mark my words, there will be a class action lawsuit that you will hear about before tax day. Okay? Promise you. What are they going to cancel next? How about diesel trucks in California? How about zero emission for diesel trucks? How about the fact that you'll have to have your own farm? You'll have to raise your own cattle, your own pigs, maybe get a pond if you want fish, because they want to get rid of all diesel trucks. They want to have zero emission for railways by 2024. 2024, hang on a second. 2022, 2023, 2024. That's going to be impossible, guys. By 2035, and then by 2040, they want to get rid of all diesel trucks altogether. Okay, you guys, okay? Only in California. Okay, hey, listen, carrier pigeon, that's the way to do it. And just don't mistreat them, okay? Make sure you're nice to them, because they're going to be bringing you beef, okay? Think about it, guys. It gets kind of ridiculous with all this stuff, because where do you draw the line on this stuff? Seriously. No diesel trucks? Okay. Hey, where's the electric diesel trucks that we've heard so much about, and the, the free airport and the free helicopters that are going to work for unmanned? They're going to deliver everything. Where's all that stuff that we've been told year after year after year? Where's that stuff at? Because I'm dying to see it. Okay, so share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Sometimes you read an article and you just say, what are they thinking? Great article out of Business Insider that says, hey, listen, falling real estate prices are going to tame inflation. Huh? Okay. Now that the Fed has gotten inflation under control, when we have falling real estate prices, it's going to make prices go down, and we're going to see inflation drop. You guys, no, not going to happen. What's going to happen is that every sector that is attached to real estate is going to collapse. Mortgages, construction, insurance. You're going to see everything that's going to be dramatically affected by this whole experience right now. And the falling real estate prices there's not even a floor yet. Now that you start to see people like Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs say, hey, listen, you're going to see a 20% drop in real estate this year. That's nuts, guys. It's going to absolutely, that's the beginning of it all. You're going to see the commercial real estate have to be dealt with at some point in time, which has not been dealt with in any way, shape, or form. Check this out, guys. This is really cool. See, the coast is not a straight line, but as the waves come in, they come in different directions. But check that out. You can see how far you can walk out in that one section there, and the waves wrap around it. It's kind of cool because you can go out here to the beach, certain areas, and basically you can walk out 100 yards and you're only in 36 inches of water. It's really, really crazy. But it just depends on how the tide is at that particular time. Really, really tame. Oh, by the way, I'm in Newport Beach. I'm on the pier right now. People keep saying, you don't say that enough where you're at. So that's where I'm at. So guys, to sit there and talk about real estate and have it not be the catalyst that's going to be the final Jenga piece to knock it all down, you guys are kidding yourselves. You're going to see the average house, the average house has been built. You guys know in the 1940s, the average house was built was 940 square feet. I found the coolest article that shows the average house in every state. That's in the video description below, so take a look at that. But now you're starting to see houses built well above 2,400 square feet. And the older I get, I used to think, I'm going to have a mansion of a 40,000 square foot house and going to have everything I need. Man, the less I need right now, the older I get. It's absolutely crazy. But 940 square feet, when you think about these old cracker boxes, it's crazy. So this is just stunning up here, guys. Isn't that nice? Surfers out there, the tide's out. Very cool. I love the news that we keep hearing about the Bitcoin exchanges and FTX and Coinbase. How about this, guys? How about November 24th and 25th? There was $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, 50,000 Bitcoin was withdrawn from Coinbase. Okay, who owned it? Who did it? It's on the blockchain, Dan. You can follow it. You can find out who owns that stuff. Okay, guys, this is the beginning of the end with all this stuff. You're going to see banks that go down because of this FTX scandal, but Coinbase could file bankruptcy as well. Coinbase, the world's largest exchange, it's the most secure exchange out there. Absolutely a disaster, guys. But $1.5 billion of Bitcoin was withdrawn. What's next? Silver. I keep getting articles sent to me about the price of silver. Silver is very low. Physical metal is very low. There's no relation to physical metal to the paper metal, okay? But here's the thing. Silver is the most used industrial metal. It's got thousands of uses right now in normal applications. There is not enough silver, physical silver, to meet the demand over the next 8 years, which should make it skyrocket. I've heard people say it could go higher than gold. Crazy. But now gold at $1,600 or $1,750 an ounce, you're going to see gold shoot up. And again, people keep asking me about GLDG. Take a look at that, guys. I'm not giving you financial advice, but that stock in the New York Stock Exchange, they've got so many assets and so many acquisitions. Their Whistler project is going to be huge. These guys are in acquisition mode. They have set up this company over the last 10 years to go buy more assets in the mining space. And for $1.30 a share, that's crazy, guys. So take a look at GLDG, but also if you can ever get your hands on physical silver and what they call junk silver, which is pre-1964, take a look at that. You know, look at this, tide's dropped out. Isn't that cool? Everybody playing on the sand, walking around, just stunning. The other side of the pier, it's one of those phenomena. See how you can see the water line up there? How it cuts off? But because the coast isn't straight, the way it goes out, you can walk out really far. It's also great, you know, don't know if I would eat the clams, but there's clams out there in some of these spots, especially in Huntington, up the street. So, you know, that's your choice. If you like oil and the taste of, you know, petroleum products in your food, it's probably for you then. We've had so many stories about Black Friday, but there's a great story out of Zero Hedge about how the consumer market is a complete ghost town. The retail market, it's done, it's finished. People are not going out to buy things and to shop. But wait, it's the greatest Black Friday ever. No, it's not, guys. It's an absolute joke. There's nothing remotely good about this economy. People are not spending money. People do not have money. People are borrowing more on their credit cards to get by, to pay the rent, to pay heat. You know, people keep sending me these different programs. Hey, you can use your credit card to, you know, pay your electricity bill. You can use your credit card to pay your rent now. They've got services that do that stuff. That's crazy, guys. It's nuts. It's just, it's a recipe for disaster. And people think, okay, the sun will be out tomorrow, man. It's going to be brighter day tomorrow. I'm going to make more money next week. Guys, what if you don't? What if you don't make more money? What are you going to do? Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to talk about, you know, what could happen. That's the best thing to do. Want to be on the same page? Talk about that. But you are seeing that all these malls that we were told are so busy and everything was so great. It's an absolute lie. And what's going to happen, and so many people write me about this, about February, maybe as early as January, we're going to see, hey, Black Friday numbers were revised and it was off and it was down. That's what we're going to hear. But right now, join the bandwagon, guys. Everything's great. You're doing good. The economy's great. What do you need right now? Seriously, what do you need to buy? You may need something, but shop and look around and Do some investigation online to save money. But mark my words, people are hurting so bad. If you need equipment or anything of value that's big, cars, motorcycles, golf clubs, anything, sporting equipment, look online and see how you can buy this stuff. That's the thing to do. Save yourself some money. These stores won't be busy. I mentioned JCPenney's the other day. Oh my gosh. Do they have a brigade of people that love that store? Whoa. I'm going to go into JCPenney's this week and I'm going to ask to be alone just because I know there'll be nobody in the store. But these people are militant. These people wrote me and told me how stupid I was already. And that's a great store. And I'm there all the time buying stuff, Dan. You have no idea what you're missing out on by not working with JCPenney's and shopping at JCPenney's. Okay. Remember that. It's the greatest store ever, guys. There's one right next to a Macy's in Santa Ana. I'll go visit both of them. And again, to be alone, that's where I'll go this week. Okay? So share your thoughts on this stuff. I have a question for you. You did hear about Bob Iger replacing Bob Chapek as Disney CEO. What if it was all a scam? What if Bob Chapek was actually cooking the books at Disney? What if there was huge losses with Disney Plus, the thing that we were told was so successful, and they hid all the losses in production of other movies? Now, Hollywood accounting has always been a mess. Guys, I was a screenwriter. I got a check for writing scripts. The accounting for the commission on the back end, oh, hey, Dan, the movie didn't make any money. Yeah, it's with my friend. You don't understand, okay? It's a mess, guys. It's an absolute mess. But what you can do with a big company like that is you can put losses and attribute them to other production entities. So you can have a show and you can put the cost on another show. And it is really Disney Plus. And you can sit there and tell everybody Disney Plus is making money hand over fist, when in fact it's losing money hand over fist to the tune of like $8 billion. Now, this was sent to me today and by a few people, but the crazy thing about this is that wouldn't it be fast? I mean, it'd be fantastic if this is what happened. Disney has lost its luster for 1,000 different reasons, but if they cooked the books on this stuff, gosh, would this be great. And finally, when I decided to talk about it, it was referenced. Somebody says, this is going to come out in the Wall Street Journal. If you guys get any more information on this, please send it my way. Hello at iAllegedly, please. Also, the other thing is the scammers and the spammers in the comments, guys, I don't text you guys. I don't leave a phone number. Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Reach out. I had sponsors that wrote me over the weekend and said, hey, Dan, you wanted me to text you at this number? I don't have Telegram. Neither do I, guys. I don't have Telegram. I don't have WhatsApp. You don't communicate with me that way. Hello at iallegedly.com. That's how you get a hold of Dan. Okay? Please don't fall for these guys. Please report these guys as unwanted spam on the channel. They're doing this to anybody who's got an audience. It's horrible, but that's what they do. Protect yourself. Don't send them any money. Don't buy anything from these idiots because they're not me. Okay? Remember that. You've been warned. But once again, any news story, whether it's money, whether it's banking related, whether it's Disney related to the end of the world with Disney, wouldn't that be funny? If they lost $8 billion and this guy was like, well, put the accounting over here and put it over here and charge it to this. Guys, it's a huge public company. They're going to find this out. If this is true, whoa. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. Let me know if this is true. Come over here. These people are feeding the birds over here. So, but let me know, guys, if this is happening, okay? Anything you've got, I always appreciate it. Think about this. There are people out there that want to go to law school. Get your BA, transfer to law school, and, study law. Get your Juris Doctorate in law. Think about this. There is a test called the LSAT, which is the Law School Admissions Test. That is basically handled by a lot of smaller schools and your guideline to get into law school with maybe an unaccredited school or a non-ABA school, American Bar Association school, whatever. But anyways, they have this test. They just voted on the 18th of November to get rid of that test. So think about this. The bar for lawyers is getting lower and lower and lower. And they say it's diversity and it's unfair because people can take a bar prep program. Now, my girlfriend runs a bar prep company, and I worked for her. I was, she was a client of mine, getting, her marketing it set up, and I dealt with these people. I could tell you guys, I could do a story, I could do a video for an hour on the good and bad students of the world that wanted to be lawyers. People that shouldn't be lawyers that wanted to be lawyers. People that, think about this, that went out and spent $340,000 on law school and then called in and said, the test is rigged, it's fake, I went to Fordham, I'm the most brilliant guy in the world, I'm Jason from Harvard, and I should pass this exam. No, you're like everybody else. You need to review the exam. The LSAT, they're saying, is not fair. It's not fair for diversity. Now think about this. Do you want your doctor to have a minimum bar, or should you just do surgery on your mom? Okay? How about that? Think about that. How about your lawyer? Your life is on the line. You just got arrested wrongfully. Let me add that. And you're going to call this guy who can't handle this because it's too much stress. Okay? Minimum bar. And they got rid of it. So think about that, guys. That's what they just did. 60 law schools wrote and said, this is horrible. You can't do this. Don't do this. Don't get rid of this exam, because sometimes people take it over and over again before they can go to law school. Rightfully so. Not that they're not bad lawyers, but they need to be trained to be a lawyer. Now, once again, guys, I could talk about this for hours because I dealt with some of these people that were lazy, should not be lawyers. My mom's a lawyer and I got to be a lawyer. So they just did this. So they just lowered the bar, guys. They just canceled one more thing to make it easier for people. And their reasoning for this is that there are people out there that can pay for bar prep classes and other people that cannot. Okay, well, study, guys. Study. How does one become a doctor in this world? Okay? Seriously, do you want your airline pilot to be chosen not to have to go through any scrutiny to fly you and 356 other people on a plane? Think about that, guys. We've lost our way right now. Lower the bar. Make it easy. Don't cry for me. I could tell you stories. One guy sticks in my head. One guy was dealing with studying, and this is too stressful. I need some mental health days off to clear my head. And my girlfriend said, what? Are you kidding? Are you joking? What's going to happen when you've got a client that gets arrested? I'm not going to deal with criminal law. I'm not going to do that. Okay, you're working for a big firm, and the senior partner walks in, and on the case you're working on, they just filed an ex parte motion, an emergency motion. Ex parte motion, and you've got to get the brief done and get it answered and be in court by 1 o'clock. Oh, I can't handle that. So I'm going to call this guy Man Bun. Man Bun couldn't handle this. I'm not going to deal with people in trouble when I practice law, but I can't handle the stress of studying for this exam. I never knew if this guy passed the test or not. But that's the person you want to give a pass to. Your life is on the line. Your mom's life is on the line. I saw her get through thousands of students, and I'll talk about this later on because of everything she's going through right now, but thousands of students get through the exam. I saw immigrants who, their parents were immigrants, kids were born here, that wanted to practice law. One guy, I'll tell you one story, one guy, family, dad made cigars and signed a licensing deal, and they screwed the dad out of this deal and then started making the cigars someplace else. They got no money. The kid says, I'm going to go to law school, and this is never going to happen to my father again. That guy became a lawyer and then took care of the family business. So I saw everything, guys. But you want to have people that are up to here when it comes to practicing law, and they got rid of this. It's horrible. God, I want to swear right now. The making things easy for people, because it's tough. Life is tough, guys. Everything is tough. The richest people that I know, not necessarily that they have money, they worked for it, guys. It wasn't given to them. Now, there's the idiot stepsons and cousins and things like that get stuff handed to them, but that's not how it is normally, okay? People need to work for things. So share your thoughts on this. Should they have gotten rid of this test? And for those of you lawyers out there, think about that. The LSAT's gone. Now, you may have gone to when I say a real law school, and you people that went to a smaller school don't get it. Now, think about this. The idiot that spent $340,000, I've said this before, $340,000 and you got a Juris Doctorate in law and a minor in stupidity. Don't ever forget that. The guy will never be out of debt. I don't care where he went to school. The cheapest one was a guy spent $50 to $100 to go to an online law school and pass the California bar. Okay? That's Governor Newsom, guys, by the way. I'm kidding. Okay? Share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I could go on for an hour about this. I'm going to finish this video with this last story, and that is there is a frozen yogurt shop in Georgetown, Texas called Frozen Flamingo. And this woman, Faith Thomas, owns the place. And she has a loyalty program with her clients, which is absolutely brilliant. It's what you should have. So what does she send out? Hey, come by this week, and I'll give you guys a free hot chocolate for your loyalty program. Now, a woman comes by and is livid because she's like, hi, there's two of us, 2 free hot chocolates. She's like, no, you get 1 free hot chocolate. And the woman says, what am I supposed to do? Split this with my guest? No, you're supposed to buy the second one. You get 1 free. So when is free not enough? And that's what Faith posted on TikTok. And the TikTok went viral. It's got almost 1 million views to it. But this is what's wrong with people, is that, again, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free and pay for the other 7, whatever it is, guys. The idea with this is that you're supposed to get 1 free. You don't get 20 free. Think about this. That's what's wrong with this world right now, is what's in it for me? What do I get? Why do I have to pay for this? So, Faith, again, I feel for you, and it's horrible. This is what's wrong with the world right now. Instead of just buying the second one, the woman did this, and she issued this video that went viral, but the woman didn't apologize. The woman just thought it was appalling that she had to pay for the second one. So share your thoughts on that stuff, guys, because the free coupons and stuff, they're going to end soon, guys, because places like that may be out of business because there won't be any clients. So the idea is to get you in there to spend money. It's not to give stuff away. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And that company, it was GLDG, was the company that I talked about yesterday. Take a look at them. They're a good group of people. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.